Well, well, well. So, here we are, back again. I'm sure you guessed it. We're on the way to the gym. No surprise there. Took yesterday off. My legs are absolutely demolished from that leg day. My back's okay. A little bit of soreness, but nothing crazy. But like my calves, steps are really, really hard right now. I feel like I gotta get a life alert, and in case I fall, and I'll need somebody to come and pick me up because it's just not happening right now. Anyway, aside from that, all that tells me is one, I had a good workout and actually did some damage, but two, maybe I need to start eating a little bit more protein. Sorry, I'm passing a cement truck right here. It looks like they're putting in a driveway or a patio maybe. Anyway, need to start eating maybe a little bit more food because what that tells me is my body isn't getting enough nutrients to actually recover over a few nights rest. Because what? This is now day 3 after leg day because I hit back immediately after I took yesterday off. So yeah, this is the 3rd day and they're still destroyed. So there's pros and cons to that. Reasonably sore is good, but I feel like yesterday there was no way. That's why I did not even go. I was like, listen, I got to recover. Some things need to happen. But anyway, here we are, upper body focused. We got Sharms today, shoulders and arms. Normally, I'll bust out shoulders first, get those out of the way, and then I'll do some biceps and triceps. Sometimes throw on a little bit of forearm work at the end of there. But today, I'm gonna do biceps and triceps first, and then prioritize the shoulders. This is the first time that I'm gonna be hitting shoulders in a week and a half. I try and make sure to at least hit each muscle group once a week, minimum. Throw in some rest days when I feel like it's needed. Don't wanna overwork it. But the intensity has been great. I feel like going to this new gym and bringing you guys along with me just gives me absolutely no excuse to take any sort of shortcuts. So far, I feel like it's paying off. I've definitely had a solid, what is this, like a week and a half now that I've been deciding to make these videos. Solid week and a half work of workouts. So I can't complain. So far, so good. Literally just feeling my quad, just pushing on it. 7 out of 10 pain. Not awful. Yesterday, I would say it was awful. It definitely stretched it out a little bit after work and was like, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to make the hike to the gym and do all that. So anyway, I'm gonna get in there. I gotta get hyped up, gotta drink the pre-workout, get myself mentally prepared for the lift. I'm gonna spend a long time stretching today. I'm definitely gonna stretch out the legs a little bit more, get them loosened up, and then don't want to hurt the rotator cuff, anything in the shoulders, so make sure to get those warmed up. And then, yeah, we're going to go to town, hopefully have a phenomenal workout, and get some food immediately afterwards. I don't know what I'm going to make. I'll go home and make something up real quick. Nothing fancy, maybe some eggs. I don't know. You can't go wrong with that. Regardless, it's 4:19. Plan to be at the gym in about 20 minutes. So, yeah, I'll see you in there. Okay, we finally made it to the gym. Remember how I was talking like maybe 20 minutes ago? Probably about 5 seconds ago for you. But I said I was gonna do arms first and then I was gonna move on to shoulders. I lied. I started warming up shoulders and started doing like my first working set. And I was like, I totally said I was gonna do arms first. But anyway, here we are at shoulders, so we're gonna do shoulders. Warmed up, just some straight up presses. Nothing too fancy to start. Probably move on to some flies. But anyway, I'm warm, I'm feeling good. I'm gonna throw around the 55s for the time being, and then we'll see how that feels. Also, setting these weights on my quads hurts so bad, but I gotta do it anyway. Sweet. So, I feel like that was too easy. So I'm gonna move it up a little bit. We'll try the 60s, see how that feels. And then also apologize for the mic. If it was moving around, I'll adjust it. I saw it going crazy as I was doing it. But yeah, I'll probably move up the weight, do another set, see how I feel. Sweet. Moved up to the 60s. Let's destroy the quads real quick. Ooh, good stuff. Got Eminem blasting. Nothing else to say except put him down and pick him back up again. All right, that's starting to feel real good. I think I'm gonna stick with 60s for a working weight. That'll be solid for sure. Probably do 2 more sets of these, and then we'll move on to some lateral raises. One other thing that I wanted to say is these benches, I can't like rest my head on it. It's like resting right where my hat line is, I guess you can say. So like the head goes back. Not a huge concern, all right? And this is not deal-breaking things that we're talking about here, but it's definitely something that I noticed while I'm doing this. I kind of like to smash my head back into the bench, and I can't really do that on this, but that's what I get for having a longer torso. So whatever, we're gonna do the 60s again. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it 2 more times or just this one. I will see how I feel after it. All right. In my opinion, that was sufficient enough for me. So I'm gonna grab some 25s and start doing some lateral raises, probably on this bench. That'll be most optimal for me. So I'll see you there. So nothing special here. Same thing as to what I said the other day about arms, is I like doing this while sitting down, so I can't really swing myself forward. It's really just isolating on the outer shoulder there. Trying to target the muscle, of course. Anyway, nothing crazy to talk about. I'm gonna pick these up and go until I can't anymore. So let's roll. I feel that mostly in the shoulder, but I also feel it in the traps as well. So, do I know what to do about that? Absolutely not. Am I going to keep doing it the same exact way? Absolutely. But I'll do straight out, 1, maybe 2 more sets, and then I'll do like straight forward. And then I have another sort of pressing thing, but I'll talk about that when I get there. I'm just going to go to the next one.
All right, I'm definitely gonna move on to the straightforwards to hit some more of the front delt. A lot of people, a lot of people don't like hitting front delts with good reason because whenever you bench, essentially you're hitting your front delts as well. Obviously, prioritizing the chest, but it's just a given that your shoulders and your front delts are going to start helping you at some point to make sure that the bar is going up and it's not going to fall on you. That being said, you don't only hit chest with one movement, right? You don't just do bench press. You're like, okay, cool. So I'm done with chest now. We're chilling. Same thing with the front delt. Yeah, you hit it a lot with chest, but if you do an entire shoulder workout and hit everything but the front delt, you didn't do a full shoulder workout. You did 2/3 of the shoulder workout. I will say, maybe I don't hit it as hard, but I still make sure I get a few good reps. So this probably, front raises will really be the only thing that I do for it. But regardless, I'm gonna rest for a moment and then get to it. Nothing better than actually feeling yourself getting bigger throughout a workout. Don't take that in the wrong context. But I can already tell my shoulders, just the way the shirt's hugging me, the way it feels while I'm doing these sets, some destruction is being made. So I like those front raises. I'm gonna do it again, and then we'll move on to a different movement for the shoulders. Whew. Oh my goodness. Got a little sloppy the last couple of reps there. But I will say, if I had just stopped and not done those last couple extra ones, I feel like, I don't know, man. You do all the work, and then when it finally starts to get hard, when you're about to get the most gains, you just stop. It's like, you made it that far. Why don't you just bust out like 2 or 3 more? They're only half reps, right? So they can't be that hard. They can't be as hard as the first ones. But I feel like those are where you get the most growth from, is getting to that point of fatigue and then going farther. Now, of course, I always like to look at the other side of things. You don't want to go too far where you hurt yourself. Then you're set back a couple weeks. That's never fun. I bruised my tailbone. For those who know, they know how. When I bruised my tailbone like a month ago, I couldn't even sit down. Sitting down hurt. Let alone actually coming to the gym, squatting, doing something like that. Finally started feeling better a couple weeks ago, obviously, like I'm good now. But that set me back for a while. And that was just because I fell on my ass, all right? Let alone pushing past till failure where you're straining your muscles or anything like that. So, I don't know. There's always give and take with everything, but I feel like it's definitely worth it. Do 3 sloppy reps once you're done with it, and it'll be fine. In terms of this, I'm moving on to something else. So, what we're working with right now, I just bumped it up to 30s because this can get pretty difficult, in my opinion. But we're going to be pressing, and when we come down, we're going to bring them together, and then back out again, and then press. So when you come in and out, that's like your rear deltoid. Kind of like what last back day I was doing like those rope pulls. This is like very, very similar, but slightly different. So it might hit it a little bit better. I will do after this another flying thing for just rear delts, just to absolutely annihilate them. But I like this. This is new. This isn't something that I do every single shoulder day, but I think it's good to mix and match what workouts you're doing so you hit something slightly different and your muscle's like, whoa, that's weird. Let me grow a different way to combat that. So let's get locked in here. Got my TikTok edit plan. You know how it is. Wait, that's not my TikTok edit. What is this? There we go. Okay, now we're good. Nice. So, with this workout, the hardest part isn't pushing up and down. I mean, I was just doing like, what, double this weight earlier on just doing that. Now, if I were to take 60 pounds over here and I would try and control it in and control it out, I would come in and it would just completely drop because there's just no way that the muscle holding it here is going to be able to hold it up. I would just drop. That's what would happen. So that's just kind of like to do something while I'm there. So I go up, like I push it up and then bring it back down and whatnot. Feels good for me. I would recommend it. It's pretty good. That being said, I'm gonna move up to 35s, try and push it a little bit. I felt like that was a little too light for me. So let's move up to 35s, do it again, and then maybe move on to something different. We'll see. 35s have been acquired. Let's get to it. Okay. I'm good on that one. Oh yeah. Good on that one. I don't think the shoulder's gonna take much more. I have one more fancy looking machine that I want to do over there specifically for shoulders. We'll do that. Then we'll do some arm action and get out of here. So see you over there. Sweet. So we're over here. This is pretty much like what I was doing while sitting down, but now I can stand up and it's like on a machine. So pretty much just simply doing that. Definitely hits outer shoulders. I'm at 35 pounds. We'll see how it feels. Again, this is a new machine to me, so since I'm using both arms with this, I might have to up the weight a little bit more. Like over there, I was doing, 25s? So now that I'm using both arms, maybe I have to ramp it up, or maybe now they're fatigued, so I have to go down. So never really gonna know until I try. Let's get the music blasting and get it done. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely gonna have to up the weight. I just did like 16, 17, I don't know. But I'm gonna up the weight. What did I say was that? Is that 35, so I'm gonna move up to 45? I might die, but that's okay. Sometimes you just gotta die in the process. It's all right, it's fine. Anyway, we'll move on. Get another good set in. Okay. That was definitely more difficult than the first one. They go by intervals of 10, so that was actually 50. But I think I'll do that once more. Same weight. Oh yeah. I can just tell. I can just feel it. Trust. All right, you have to trust here. But yeah, I'm gonna do this one more time. And I think that'll be it for shoulders. I think shoulders will be pretty cooked by then. They feel pretty cooked right now. And they're not a huge muscle, so it doesn't take terribly much. Gonna go one more, good intensity. Then yeah, we'll annihilate some arms. Again, I have you out of the walkway, of course. Same weight, gonna do it again. Then we'll move on to some arms. Nothing else to say. You know what? Screw it. Let's go up another one. Move it up to 60. Yeah, shoulders, donezoed for sure. Hang on, let's zoom you out here. Oh, just kidding. There we go. Shoulders, 100% cooked. Oh, I can still feel. It's ridiculous pump. All right, anyway, enough of that. I'm gonna clean up. We're probably gonna start with some, let's start with biceps. Then we'll just go back and forth, biceps, triceps, until catastrophic failure. Cool. Okay, sweet. So we're over here at the preacher curl machine. Kind of preacher, kind of not. I don't know. This is flat. It's called the bilateral arm curl. For those science nerds out there. But anyway, I am at 90 pounds. We're gonna rep this out. See how it feels. Feels good, feels bad, not sure. I have another curl machine right next to me. I'm probably gonna slide over into once I'm done with this. But we're gonna do a few sets here, see what I get up to, see what I have to go down to, and yeah, we'll go until my biceps are fully pumped. Oh yeah, I am turning myself into a tomato by how red my face is getting. That was good. I'm gonna move it down. Currently at 80 pounds now. Give myself a second to recover and we'll get on to it. Cool. So like I said, 80 foot-pounds, 80 foot-pounds, 80 pounds. That was a good set. Ooh. Yeah. We'll go down to 70, do that one more time, and then we'll do something else. Not sure yet. 70 pounds. My goal is till annihilation, essentially. So we're just gonna get to it. I would consider that annihilated. So we move on. Cool beans, people. So here at the tricep push down, I have this V grip handle right here. Pretty self-explanatory. You're gonna want to get a good stretch upwards and then push all the way down till fully extended. Not rocket science. You do it till it feels good without literally injuring yourself. I am at 77. 77 foot-pounds. Normal pounds, all right? LBS, people. Whew. That was phenomenal, if I will say. I will probably do the same exact weight again. Do I need to raise you up? Let me know. Was that in frame? Yeah, it was. Okay, cool. We're fine right there. Sweet. I'll see you for the next one. All right. Had adequate amount of time for rest. Time to get back to it. I'm doing the same exact weight I was doing previously, so 75 or 77. And yeah, I don't know. I'll stick around, maybe do this 2 more times, see how it feels, move on.
Straight, one arm straight. 15.
All right. I definitely feel as though I got 1 more set left in me on this, and then we'll go back. We'll go back to a little bit of bicep action. What is this? This is a good angle for you? Yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure. All, of course, for your viewing pleasures. Absolutely. I did end up lowering this down to 66, so we're gonna rep that out and move on. Ooh. That was a good one right there. No complaints from me. What to do next? Something bicep activated. But I'll see you when I get there. Okay. We are over here at the lat pull down machine. I'm thinking, Jack, what the hell's the matter? Why are you at the lat pull down machine when it's bicep day or arm day, Sharm day, whatever you want to call it? Anyway, I'm going to be doing reverse grip lat pull downs, but instead of focusing on pulling it with my back, I'm going to really focus on the squeeze on the bicep when I get down to here. Squeeze it real good. Did a couple feeler reps. What are we at? We're at 66 pounds again. So we're gonna do this. If I don't like it after the first set, we'll move on to something else. But I have found success with doing these, so why would I stop? Anyway, you do it. So that felt good. Felt all right. I'm gonna up the weight one and do it again. That low key kind of hurt my wrist. I don't know if it was the way I was holding it. I've always had problems with my wrist. Whatever. Leave me alone. All right, now I can do it. So I'm gonna try it again, slightly heavier, and then we'll do some rope pull downs. There's one right next to me. Hopefully by the time I'm done with that, it's still open. If it's not, what are you gonna do? Okay, let's go do some triceps. Ooh, slam that down a little bit harder than I expected to. That felt pretty good. I think I'm gonna keep it at that weight. What weight, you may ask? That one, 44 pounds. We're gonna continue with that. This might be my last thing. I'm feeling pretty fatigued right now, especially because I threw in shoulders and whatnot. I don't think forearms is happening today, especially after I tweaked my wrist on that. This is just one of the case scenarios where I don't want to literally focus on hitting forearms and then hurt my wrist even more. And I don't know what I'm hitting tomorrow. Not sure yet. I'll figure it out. I'll be hitting something. I'll be hitting something. I'm off tomorrow, so I have no excuse not to. So yeah, I'm gonna recover, do this again, and then I don't know. We'll kind of see where I go from there. Okay. I'm good with that. Let's go see what kind of damage was done, and then walk for a half hour. Sweet. So, very successful arm day. I know I say that all the time, but even if you're just coming in here just for a half hour, something along those lines, getting some good work in, it's successful. Better than staying home. So definitely got nice little bicep vein there. A little bit of shoulder striations as well. Of course, I hit shoulders like half hour ago. Tricep looking nice. Let's see. Try to move you forward. Try to move myself forward. Yeah, it's looking pretty beefy. All right, let's see compared to this guy. Jeez, look at that. Cannot complain. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's good stuff. That's wild. That shoulder vein that I saw the other chest day is not there. That's probably because I hit mostly front delt from the incline bench and whatnot. But yeah, looking big. I'm satisfied with the bicep vein there. Feel like this peak's got to come out a little bit more. Got to bias the left one a little bit more than the right one, in my opinion. 100%, yeah, definitely. Well, this is about it. Appreciate you guys watching. Nice little, I don't know how long this one will end up being. I don't think it'll be that terribly long. But yeah, I'm going to go walk on the treadmill, half hour or so. Nice. Half hour walk on the treadmill, doom scroll on TikTok, whatever. Repost a bunch of random stuff. But yeah, tomorrow I would like to hit chest, depending on how, depending on how the shoulders feel, I'll hit chest. If not, it'll be a good time to hit abs. Strictly set aside a time to hit abs. I definitely been lacking in the abs department, okay? I feel like we all have. Come on. Abs are not fun to hit, but they have to get done just like any other muscle group. Sweet. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. If you watched to the end, you're a real one. I appreciate you. And I will see you guys tomorrow.